Hey guys, Kevin here. We got ourselves another Raid Shadow Legends Champion Guide. Today we're looking at Stag Knight. Stag is a Banner Lord epic champion. He is Spirit Affinity, which means he's going to be strong against Force, but weak against Magic. Let's take a look at what we got for his skills here. On his A1 Spot Quarry, he attacks one enemy 2 times. Each hit has a 30% chance of placing a 30% decreased speed debuff for 2 turns. When booked out, this is actually a 50% chance. His A2 Huntmaster attacks all enemies, has a 70% chance of placing a 60% decreased defense debuff, and a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. When booked out, this is a 95% chance. It is on a 4-turn cooldown, but when booked, it's actually a 3. And lastly, he has his passive Lead the Pack. Places a 50% increased accuracy buff on an ally for 1 turn each time the ally has a debuff resisted by an enemy. All of his damage does scale on attack. If you do want to land any of his debuffs, you are going to have to make sure that you have accuracy in his build. Let's take a look at mine real quick. On his stats here, I got him built with a decent amount of HPs at 37,500. Okay attack at 1651. Wasn't too worried about doing big attack with him at this point. My Stag Knight I use mostly in dungeons and in clan boss, so his attack isn't as important to me. That's why his defense is up at 2600. Could definitely be higher for the higher levels of clan boss. I fight a Nightmare and he does do alright. Part of that is the fact I have him in Immortal gear, which you'll see in a minute. His speed is up at 215, which means he definitely is one of the quicker ones that I have. His crit rate and crit damage I actually didn't focus on. These are just what the pieces had on them. Just kind of a byproduct of building it the way I needed. Same thing with his resistance here. It's 65. Accuracy is 232. Definitely wanted to make sure I had good accuracy to make sure that I'm landing those debuffs when I'm fighting in dungeons or against clan boss. When we look at his gear over here, I have him in a speed set, immortal set, and a divine speed set. So you see the theme here is I want him to go fast. With immortal, he heals 3% every turn, plus gave him extra HP. On his accessories, gave him an attack ring that had that defense percent and HP percent. Went with a defense amulet. Wasn't really worried about the sub stats, just wanted some defense, although I need to look and see if I can replace that at this point. And then went with accuracy banner on him. This one also happened to have a good amount of defense and attack percentage on it. So that's our build there. Take a look at my masteries. On masteries, we went an offense and went that down to our War Master, which obviously if you're running in Clan Boss, you're going to want to have War Master Giant Slayer on him. Gave him Life Drinker so that when he's below 50% HP, he will heal part of the damage he does. In our accuracy tree, so he did go with Lore of Steel for him. Gave him some more healing here with Exalt in Death. Made sure he got the extra accuracy out of it. So there's my personal Stag Knight. I did used to use him in my arena team. However, I've since pulled a masteries, and not only does she also do the decreased attack and defense, but she also does clear all the enemy buffs that they have on them beforehand. So for arena, she is definitely better, but certain teams I'll still bring him in for since he's more of a tank. So now we'll come down here and I'll show you a couple runs of him through my dungeons, show you why he's as helpful as he is. We'll run through stage 16 Spider here. I'll go a couple rounds so you can see it, and then I'll exit out and bring you back in at the end of it there so you can see what he does there. Obviously, he's in for decreased attack, decreased defense. Grush does healing for us. Our 2 main damage dealers here between Skull Crown and Cold Heart. And Apothecary is in to speed people up and for his increased defense in Dungeons Order that he has. So let's give this a run. And we'll actually, I don't actually auto the beginning of the battles because I don't really like how Cold Heart does things. And Grush, I prefer his A1 to everything else because his A1 here actually puts Leech on. Once we get past that, and I use a Heart Seeker, then I'll go ahead and auto it from there. But as you saw, that decreased attack, decreased defense does land on everyone. And with that decreased defense on, obviously going to come in and do some good damage there. And from there, can auto the battle. I'll let this run, and I'll see you back here when we reach the end. Okay, and we're back. So as we see, Stag Knight did do some decent damage here. He did just over 1 million. Cold Heart, most all this went to the Spider. Skull Crown, definitely putting down big damage, keeping track of the Spiderlings for us. Take a quick look here. That's a decent orc banner. Alright, exit out from here. Do another quick run, show you how we look here in Dragon. And then we'll be done over here. Alright. Again, show you how this first couple rounds go, see how we get through these waves. So Stag doing what he does, gets all that decreased defense for us, and Skull Crown does what she does, she just nukes everyone. Obviously doesn't work as well on the next round, because we don't get that decreased defense right away. And Skull Crown doesn't have her A2 ready yet, but all in all, we still managed to get through it in a decent amount of time. Onto the big dragon. Surprisingly getting some block debuffs. That's not great for us, but there we go. Get our leech in there. See if Stag will get some stuff done for us. Alright, and we're back. Decent runtime, minute 17. Stag, doesn't show a lot of damage here. Surprised Cold Heart's as low as she is, but again, he's in here for support. He's doing what he's supposed to do, no problem. There we have it. That's our Stag Knight here. My primary support person I'm using in my dungeons. I'll show you real quick. I do use him on my clan boss team. He's not in here because when I'm fighting Void, Grush actually is getting it done, but once it actually drops, like it's Force right here, my next run will actually have him in it there. I'll be putting up a couple videos showing some of my clan boss runs and more in depth on what I'm doing on my dungeons here shortly. Keep an eye out for those. As for champion guides, I think my next couple, you'll end up seeing me doing some stuff here on masteries and how I've got both of my Frozen Banshees built for my clan boss. So keep an eye out for those. If you guys like what you saw here, please like and subscribe. We'll be getting a bunch more guides out here soon, hopefully. So that's about all I got for today. You guys enjoy your day, and we'll see you soon.